Welcome back to the Buds in the Box podcast. Before we get started, the giveaway winners are going to be announced today at the end of the second period when we're talking about it. So make sure you guys stick around to the end, and we are going to continue to keep doing these monthly giveaways. So make sure you guys like, subscribe, and comment every month. Slow game in Toronto tonight, 3-2 overtime loss, which with how the Leafs played tonight, I mean, I'll take it. 1 point. The Leafs played awful. And the funny part was they've been starting slow the past few games. They actually looked a lot better tonight, right out the gate. Until 5 minutes in, there was just no one covering the back door, and just a terrible defensive play led to a Calgary goal. Nothing David Rittich could do. Also, I forgot to mention David Rittich starting tonight. How do you guys think of his performance?
I thought on either goal, he didn't have much of a chance, but it was a pretty slow game. Not a lot of shots, so every shot counted. So maybe we could have had on that power play. That could have been his puck. But aside from that, that was just a defensive letdown for sure. And maybe Dermott should have been moved. No, I'm just kidding. My bad,
Kelly?
guys.
I mean, it was a pretty defensive game overall. He wasn't facing too many shots. I mean, he was okay. Like the best way to just describe it is like okay.
Yeah.
I would say he was okay. He wasn't good. He wasn't bad, but
Yeah. I mean, there was the first two goals was on 6 shots. So I mean, off to a shaky start, but he played well throughout the second and the third. So not bad debut for David Rittich. Um, although the Flames scored first, the Leafs combated it with a goal from Hyman, assisted by Riley and Tavares. I can't give enough credit to Tavares on this play. He didn't get any credit at all. The announcers just didn't care. There was two guys on him. He created awesome space and passed it to Riley. Riley takes a shot. Hyman reads the play perfectly off the boards and right into the net, off kind of like a rebound play. And then off the faceoff, right off after that goal, excuse me, Saborin, a weird fight with Lucic. They drop the gloves before the puck drops, and I don't think they meant to do it. Saborin went to go pick up his gloves, and they just dropped them right away. And he cut Lucic open, which I thought was pretty good. He got a good left hand. What do you guys think of that fight?
I mean, I don't know exactly why they did that. It was kind of weird. I think there's like one of two scenarios or both. Either Lucic wanted a Gordie Howe hat trick because he already had an assist. He wanted to try and score a goal. He figured he'd get a fight in. Asked Sabarin, let me get a fight in because I'm trying to get a Gordie Howe hat trick. It's my 1,000th game, blah, blah, blah. Or Sabarin, or both, or Sabarin, it's his first game with the Leafs. He's trying to stay in the lineup as best he can. And, there's new guys coming in and out of that like bottom line. So at the time, he's thinking, okay, I got to get my name out there. Like getting in a fight is the best way to do that for anyone. You're not going to go score a goal because he's not that skilled a guy or whatever. So to get on the coach's good side, to get on your teammate's good side, you fight the toughest guy on the other team. And that's what he did, right? So he fought the toughest guy on the other team, cut him open. So I'm thinking either Sabarin said, hey, will you fight me? It's my first game. I'm trying to get in the coach's good books, or Lucic said, hey, or it was mutual. So I don't know.
I think it was more Saborin.
Yeah, for sure. Well,
Go ahead,
yeah.
Jude. Go ahead.
I was gonna say
yeah.
back to the JT goal. Wait, okay. Back to like the JT goal. I was gonna say that reminded me of the JT in his prime on the Islanders, like those goals when he fight off 3 defenders, pass it to Barzell or someone, and it just be like all JT kind of thing. He held his ground, great on his edges, and yeah, just a perfect play for us, and good to see us in the game.
Yeah, especially when we weren't creating any offense. But just to go back to your point, Felly, I think is it Sabarin? Is that how you say it?
Yeah.
Okay, so I think Sabarin instigated it, and Lucic was like, I might as well do it. It's my 1,000th game, because I saw a lot of social media posts after saying like, oh, you don't know many guys who would, fight a rookie or agree to fight a rookie in their 1,000th game. So, and it looked like Sabarin did instigate it, which I mean was pretty cool by Lucic. Gets in everyone's good books.
Yeah, I think Sabrin probably would have fought anyone. Uh, it was he got in my good books right away because he fought the biggest guy on the other team,
Yeah,
and he held his ground pretty well. Um, and he definitely got in Keith's, that's the thing that you do if you get in a big NHL game like at any point in your career and you don't you're trying to keep your spot in the lineup, take a fight and they'll probably like you a bit more, right?
yeah. I mean, I was just a little bit confused before the start of the game. I'm like, why is Sabrin in the lineup? But some people answered those questions really quickly. I think Dubas and Keefe are trying to see, who's gonna do what in the playoffs, who's gonna fit where, and they
Where
don't
was
want to figure
Spezza?
that out during the playoffs. Spezza
Yeah, where was he?
was.
He didn't play.
Oh, really?
Were you watching the game or what?
I was. I guess did Sabrin take his spot?
Yeah, that's why he was playing, because I was thinking like Nylander's not there, but Robertson is, and Engvall's still playing. So why is Sabrin in? And I was looking at the lineup and I was, oh, Spezza's not playing. And they didn't say anything about it.
Yeah, that's probably why I didn't even notice. And
Yeah,
that's
it
probably
was
why the
weird.
Leafs lost like every faceoff.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the first, I mean, after that fight, it was all Calgary Flames. Like, I mean, the Leafs looked tired. They looked awful. They looked gassed. Mistake after mistake, turnover after turnover. They couldn't create
I mean,
anything.
it is a back-to-back.
It is, yeah.
They had to get on a plane last night from Montreal. It's not a long flight, but they had to get a plane on last night, whatever the time was. The game ended at 9:30, 10 o'clock. They're getting here at least they're getting home to their bed at like 1:30 in the morning, right? So you don't get a long sleep. They wake up, they go to the morning skate this morning at whatever time it was. Because I know there was a morning skate because Rittich was on the ice, right?
Yeah.
Maybe it was probably optional because it was a back-to-back, but um, that's not a lot of sleep. That's not a good turnaround for them, like, so no one's gonna play that well if you get, they probably all of them got like 6 hours of sleep, and then had to come out and play today at 7:30, right? So
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
not
exactly.
easy to
And
do.
it's not
Go
like
ahead.
they had a good showing out last night anyway when they were.
Yeah,
Yeah.
retired.
It's tough. I mean, that's why I said, the Leafs still got a point out of it. I say that's a win in our books, especially with Rittich playing his first game and Sabrin or
Yeah,
Sabrin.
but can we hop into overtime?
I mean, I just have a few more notes. On this second period, we still have 2 more goals to get through. I'll go over them really quickly though.
Well, yeah, I thought we already went through Tavares' goal or
Yeah, but
Tavares' play.
we still have the power play goal scored by Calgary. Marner took a bad penalty. And then it was
Oh,
Kerfoot's goal
wait,
to tie it
Jude.
up.
I thought Jude talked about that play by Tavares behind the net already.
The Tavares goal was the Hyman, or the Tavares play was the Hyman goal, and then I talked about the Calgary goal in Rittich's play.
Okay.
Yeah. But I mean,
it's not like we really needed to go for it. It was back toe, so.
yeah, it was a very conservative physical and defensive game. There wasn't much that happened. We could easily fly through this. I mean, Marner took a bad penalty, and the Flames just had a good setup. Nothing Rittich could do. And then in the third period, 6 minutes in, Kerfoot with an amazing pass by Tavares, and Hyman, good
Right.
forecheck. Pardon?
All right, that's the goal. That's the goal we were talking
that's
about.
the goal.
There.
But that I jumped out of my chair. That was a really hype goal.
Yeah, that no look pass was sick.
Yeah, they've been trying it all game, and they finally got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, just one thought before we get to the overtime, Fella, you can take over from there. But Tavares, I mean, he's been overlooked the past 5 games. I think he has like, I don't know the exact stat, but it seems like he has like 5 or 6 points in the past 5 games.
He got 2 assists this game. Last game he got
points in 2.
Yeah, so he's been playing really well. He's definitely stepped it up from the beginning of the season.
Yep.
So.
Yeah. All right, and of course, as we always say, it's nothing new, but Toronto's power play continues to blow, and I'd rather just take the 5-on-5 there because Leafs had momentum swing, and then the power play just killed it, even though it was 4 minutes.
Listen, the 4-minute power play, they don't score on it when it's a tie game, and there's 10 minutes left in a tie game. You get a 4-minute penalty, 4-minute power play. That should be like automatically. You should be like, oh, we can win the game here. Like go a little harder. They're 1 for 38 or 1 for 37, or whatever it is. It's terrible.
Yeah.
And don't even talk about cup contention or winning a playoff series if they can't score on the power play, because they will not win a series ever. No team. I don't care if your team consists of Gretzky, Lemieux, and Messier on the first line. If they're not scoring on the power play, you're never going to win. You just aren't.
Yeah.
So it's out of the question to win a playoff series if they don't get their power play back on track, because 1 for 40 isn't going to do it in the playoffs. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, and especially the only thing keeping them afloat was their penalty kill, and now it's gone to shit as well. But we'll get into the overtime. I mean, I'll start it off. You can finish it. Marner
Well,
makes
wait,
it-
weren't you going to announce a winner?
Oh yes, of course. Yeah, I forgot about that. So the winner of the giveaway is Comment God, and I don't exactly remember the jersey, but Comment God, if you are watching this video, please DM us on Instagram at Buds in the Box. Make sure you guys also go follow our Instagram, and we'll work out the jersey situation. So congratulations to Comment God and Felly. You want to take the overtime?
Mm-hmm. Well, first of all, the draw's a scramble to start it off, and Marner makes an unbelievable play to get it back to Riley. Okay, because overtime is all about possession. If you ask me, I think if you ask anyone, if you have possession in overtime, you're in better hands than if you don't. Okay, so Marner does a great job getting it back to Riley. Gets up, gets the puck, comes straight down the middle, and shoots it. What was going through Marner's head there, I have no idea. Because you have Matthews and Riley on your team, and you go straight down the middle and shoot it, and you can have possession in their end. Like, all he had to do was curl back and give it to Riley at the point, and they would have went around. They would have done something better than what he did. It was crazy. It was terrible.
I
The
think I have an
absolute
explanation.
worst thing he could have done.
Yeah, I think I have the explanation for why he did that though. It's because I picked him in Timmy's, so he wanted to score for me. That's
Man, I was
why.
expecting you to say something like real. No, like it was just absolutely like, that's so not Marner, because he's one of the smartest players in the league. To go do that, I don't know what was going through his head.
100%.
That was just weird. Maybe he thought he had a lane to the net and just tried to go for it. Maybe he thought he could score, but he just takes a shot from like the top of the circle in the middle of 3 guys. Never gonna go in. That's never gonna go in.
With a goal, he was playing.
And then they come right back down. Gaudreau blows right by Matthews. Matthews was just standing in the middle of the ice, and like, we don't criticize Marner and Matthews too much on this podcast, but they were horrible in overtime.
Yeah, that's
Terrible.
exactly what I wrote down.
It was, what did it lasted like 30 seconds, the
36,
overtime, but
yeah.
But Matthews and Marner for those 36 seconds literally could have been me and you, Eric, and the same outcome would have happened. So
Yeah.
I don't know what they were doing, but they were sleeping.
Well, you got to be happy with that Gaudreau goal, because
I was not happy.
He's not like you, Eric. He's a Leafs
Yeah, I'm
fan.
not like you. I care more
Oh
about the
my
Leafs than I do about
God.
my fantasy team, buddy.
Yeah, but if someone's gonna score against us, you'd rather it be Gaudreau.
If it was anyone, yes, I was happiest with it being a draw, but I don't care. I would have rather Scott Sabourin scored in overtime for the Leafs. Like, I don't care who it is. I would have rather the Leafs won, or even just taken it to like a shootout or something. But then that goal too, Rittich bit really, really, really hard on one deke.
And missed the
It was a nice
post
deke, but I don't know. And Johnny Gaudreau's got really good hands. He's got really soft hands, but I don't know. The
Do you
overtime,
personally feel
I
his
wish.
hands?
They've also been
he
teammates.
uses a lot of Vaseline on them. No,
Oh,
I
yeah?
wish I did not watch that overtime. I wish I just went downstairs and closed my eyes because it was hard to watch. I was brutal. But anyway.
Yeah. Jude, did you want to say something?
I was gonna say they've been on the same team for about 6 years or somewhere around that. So they know each other well. So you're gonna give them a breakaway. They've probably done that in practice at the end of every practice together. So
Who?
they get each other's number. But Goudreau and Rittich.
Oh, yeah, I guess so, eh?
So
I mean, Rittich should have known what was coming then. As much as Gaudreau knew
well, I mean,
what he was.
you know where to shoot on it?
Hmm? What?
You know where to shoot on it?
When I shot it?
What?
Yo, you're glitching. Wait, what'd you say?
I said, do
Did
you
you
know where to
say-
shoot on me?
Oh yeah, 100%. All I have to
Back of
do,
the
all I
net.
have to
See?
do is, all I gotta do is fake this shot and go to my backhand, raise it upstairs. That's it.
If you guys want to know how
Because
Because me and
Jude,
you
because Jude thinks that I'm gonna go high glove every time, and like I do go high glove every time in practice just to like trick him, like when we're on the ice together. But so then he knows it's high glove every time. I fake the high glove, go to my backhand, high blocker.
if you guys
Perfect,
want to
works
know how
every
to
time.
score on Jude,
Now
just
he
shoot the
knows.
puck.
Now he knows.
Wow.
Yeah. All right. Well, if you guys don't have any further comments, we'll end it here.
Yeah, it's good.
All right. Congratulations to Comment God. Make sure to DM us once again.
Good job,
And
Comic God.
and thank you guys for watching on YouTube. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. If you're listening on Spotify, thank you for listening. Make sure to follow us on Spotify. Again, I'll plug our Instagram one more time. Buds in the Box on Instagram. Link in the description. We'll see you guys next time. This has been the Buds in the Box podcast. Bye for now.